time you come on before.
You're
Yeah.
we live, everybody. More technical difficulties for that ass.
Boom.
Can you hear me still good now?
Yeah.
And you press go live on the thing.
Yes.
All right. 'Cause
Damn it.
I'm looking for the live right now.
Already I do it. I fucking can't.
There we go.
Jesus Christ.
I know, right? All right. Somebody said the answer is no.
Apparently people
Can
feel
you
very
guys hear
strongly
us?
about this.
Please tell me if you can hear us. It'd be dope if we knew if you could hear us.
You're
Like all of a sudden, I got to be particular about who I can send this video to. I'm unchecking some people.
and I can't send it because IG started acting stupid as soon as I tried to hit a button.
But can't you send it from
No.
why you can't send it from the other page? See, most of your friends overlap. My other pages, my friends don't overlap. So it's harder for me to send it out. Anyway, everybody who's watching this video right now, we are talking about if you should be friends with your ex. And if you haven't shared this video, please share this video with your friends. And I'm going to ask a question on all the platforms. I want to know who is a friend with their ex currently. I'm not talking about like an acquaintance, like y'all still text each other for your birthday, like y'all hang out and y'all talk about shit. I want to know what's going on with that. Anyway, everybody who's watching this video right now, we're talking about if you should be friends with your ex. If you haven't shared this video, please share this video.
That's annoying.
There we go. See what's got known with the Book of Faces. To the Book of Faces. All right. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody?
Did anybody confirm that they can hear us?
Let me see. I'm gonna go back
Well,
to the
I
screen.
could hear you when I accidentally did that dumb shit just now, but
Go. They can hear us. I mean, we don't have a lot of people joining right now. Get on the Facebook Live. Not me out here giving out all these hearts and calm my punk ass down. Ooh, got the head and the big old bun. Oh man, I be laughing too much.
Do you know?
Yeah, that was funny.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to share this with any of these people. Ew, the amount of people I could send this to is so crazy.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
No, unless you know them by name. Who would I send this to? I don't know.
All right. All the messages. Sending it out to your groups.
What up, y'all?
Damn. So I had a real good workout today, and I hadn't worked out like this in a long time, like since I've been in Jersey. And
Oh, I was like, what are you talking about?
well, I still go to the gym. I don't be hitting it like that. You know what I mean? But anyway, so I went to the gym. I got to the last two exercises, tapped out, son. It's like, you know what? And it wasn't because I couldn't do it. I just knew that at some point I'm gonna OD tomorrow. And I'm like, I'm gonna feel it tomorrow. And I was like, I'm not taking that L. I'm not gonna be out in the streets wilding and limping. You know what I mean? You gotta protect yourself from yourself sometimes. Because believe you me, there was a part of me that was like, nah, this is about to happen, dog. This is happening. Anyway, what Instagram looking like? What up, Mocha? Mocha supposed to be on
Mocha,
YouTube. She supposed to be on the YouTube. But
your
Mocha's out.
Ultimate Fitness for Life.
So let me
Karen now, J1J, Pumpkin, Rob,
the rest I say for tomorrow.
Mr. Gumby. What up? How y'all doing today? How's Hump Day treating y'all?
So I just want to say this one thing before we start talking about stuff not as serious. Remember in the wintertime, I was telling you what was going to happen throughout the year with this whole Middle East shit. I ain't been
No,
wrong yet. I ain't been wrong yet.
it would help if I remembered.
It's somewhere you could type it in. You could type it in one of our chats.
Yeah, I can't.
Down there 2 chats now, so we good. Ooh, what up, y'all? I got my Marvin the Martian shirt on because I want to get out of here. I want to change planets. I'm trying to get out this motherfucker. This shit crazy. I'm sick of this shit, boy. Boy. All right. Let's do it. So, yo, being friends with your ex. If you haven't shared this video, please share this video. Put it in your friend's inbox. I would appreciate that so very, very, very much. I think that you would enjoy this video. I know that you would enjoy this video. And I think your friends would enjoy it too. We're going to get down to the nitty gritty of it. And at the end of the day, we're going to start this by, again, I'm going to ask this question one more time. We got a few people watching on YouTube, a few people watching on Instagram. I want to know by show of hands. No, let's do it a different way. If you are, let us know if you are friends with your ex, yes or no. Right in the comments right now. We're gonna give y'all like a minute to 20 seconds. I want to know if you are still friends with one of your exes. Let us know that right now. Right now. Ooh.
Are you friends with your ex?
Me? Well, let's get them
Yeah.
those immediate questions. Like, I'm the
She
host.
said, Mocha said my connection is struggling.
Mhm.
Does that mean that you can't answer the question? Okay, there we go. Hands up.
I feel like she always has a hard time on IG. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna ask y'all again. Please, by a show of hands, who is still friends with their ex? No.
Oh, we got another yup from Ultimate Fitness. Thank you. I see that hand.
You know who that is, right?
No?
That's Amina.
Oh.
You know what's funny? Even if I know who it is, I still say the tag, they tag name, they hash, their name.
I think I have her other page.
Because So all right. So how many we got? Well, because I was gone, it doesn't show me. But anyway, all right. So we got a couple. Me, I'm not friends with any exes. Um, However, there's a caveat to this. I'm not a friend with any ex. However, I do have cordial relationships with, like, from my most serious relationship to some other women that I've been in love with at some point. Like, I don't like. All right, so I tell you how shallow I am, right? So this girl I dated, and we only dated for like 3 months, and I told you the story. She called me a princess or whatever. So um, I haven't seen her in months. Anyway, I made her like her close friends on Instagram, and it was a picture of her and a nigga, and like some intimate shit. And I put in her messages, I don't want to see this shit. Take me out of your friend shit. I don't want to see that. So no, I'm not a friend. Like with my ex that I was gonna get married to, I knew about her being in other relationships and stuff like that. And I'm not gonna hold you, like there were points in my life that I was like, not that I didn't want to see her happy. I'm happy that she's happy, but I didn't want to see her happy. That makes sense?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
But I think that's a personal choice, right?
obviously, like there was a woman that I was in love with, more recently than that. And I mean, we never, for 1,000 different reasons, things weren't able to progress. But she told me at some point, like a year after me and her stopped talking, which wasn't my choice, by the way. And I didn't do nothing to fuck up. She fucked up and broke up with me. That shit made me mad. Anyway, so she got with a nigga and she was like, "Oh, I like this guy right now." Now her life is developing, and she got a nigga, and I still help her. I still talk to her from time to time. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. Like, I'm not like, I might ask her, like, if she hit me up on a random, like, "Oh, how your kid? Your kids, they good? Your kids are good? All right. I ain't got nothing
How's your
more."
mom? How's your dad?
I'm good. I'm done after that. I'm good. I don't want to know nothing else. I don't want to know nothing else. And I know she don't want to know what's going on in my life neither. So, like, what do we need to be friends for? So anyway, we're gonna get to that in a minute. I don't want to spoil it. But again, before we dive deep into this motherfucker, if you haven't shared this video with your friends, please share it with your friends. Let them know this is what we talked about. I want to know who friends with their exes. So, question for you: are you friends with your exes?
I am friends with my ex-husband.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Who I have a child with.
Mm. Don't make it seem like that's the reason why you're friends.
I'll never know.
Jay.
So, I will never know if we would have been friends if we didn't have kids. I have no idea.
Listen, funny enough, I think me and my second daughter's mom, I think that if we didn't have a child, I think that we would still be friends. Isn't that crazy?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But let's get to it. So before
that's
we
pretty deep though. Hold on. That's kind of deep. That's kind of deep, sir.
I bet it is.
Why do you say if you didn't have a child, you'd still be friends?
We gotta get into that right now?
Yeah, why not? You're not gonna just say that shit and walk away.
I was trying to say that in dip. You see I left?
Yo, I can't.
I walked away from the whole talking about. All right. Let's see. I feel like if we didn't have my daughter, she wouldn't feel like I'm obligated to her anymore. And I think she feels like I'm obligated to her existence because we have a child. Now, it doesn't come out that way, but shit, when we're in court, it comes out that way. Like, why he not doing this and that? Bitch, you don't own me. That's why. It's not like, why aren't you paying money for the kid? It's like, why aren't you doing it for me so then I can do for the child. That's the relationship. And that shit is weird to me. So I feel like if we didn't have that child, she would know I have no obligation to her. And I think she would respect me because I'm not beholden to her in her mind.
Is the child in question over 18?
No.
So do you think that your relationship will kind of like lessen once your child is an adult?
No. She burned. It's over. I told you if she's on fire, I won't piss to put her out. I'll yell, help! Help! Nobody can hear me. That's all you got. Like, I'm exaggerating. But I feel like you can't lie, you can't disrespect me, you can't like there's but so much abuse I can take, human and human, where it doesn't matter what happens. It doesn't matter what happens for the rest of your life. And you know what's bad about it too? I've had glimpses when I was with my child and her, and I saw while we were friends and while we were together. So I can see it. Like she'll say something and I'm like, oh man, I forgot we both used to go to this restaurant. You still go there too? It should change, right? Oh man, I hate the way they did it. Right, it's so whack on the inside now. Damn, remember back in the day, you could just sit right there, you just be good, and then now, boom, boom. Now it's like a whole thing, and they made it too big. I don't, and then it's like, oh my god, y'all got so many things in common. You guys still relate the same way. Oh, all this other stuff. Damn, if she only wasn't a fucking retard, I can't say that, right? If she only wasn't pretending to be mentally challenged, then I feel like the friendship could still flourish. But I'll say this though. One of the reasons why I think it's hard for men and two people to be in a relationship. I mean, in a friendship after it was in a relationship because it's not always equal. You guys may not be over each other at the same time, and if that's the case, then guess what? Guess what? Somebody's gonna be mad, and somebody's gonna be like, "But I thought you was over it." It's not gonna work out. It's never gonna work out that way. It's never gonna. I'm telling you, it's never gonna work out that way. It's never gonna work out that way. Just saying.
If y'all haven't responded, if y'all watching, if you on my IG, if you're on IG and you didn't tell us whether or not, or if you are friends with your ex, if you're not, say no. If you have a friend who's an ex, hit yes. In fact, yeah, no. It depends. I think it really depends on how things went.
I agree.
Like, if we honestly gave it a try and the reason we broke up was because we weren't a good fit for each other, I think that's totally different.
I think it depends how it ends too. I'm not even talking about dramatic boyfriend girlfriend shit. Like, oh, he cheated on me. Somebody's feelings could really be hurt by how it ended, and that bitterness won't allow a friendship.
Yeah. Yep. I had somebody approach me about trying to I won't say for friendship. Ex tried to rekindle something, and on a very bottom line, if I can't be friends with you, I can't be in a relationship with you. So there's that. But like, I'm like, I can't even be around you without having panic attacks.
Damn.
How, Sway? How did you
ever think? Wonder how you got that far, huh?
Oh God, it was bad. Delight Mocha, shut the hell up, shut up. You can still love a person and leave them because a friendship might be a better choice. That's kind of like.
I don't think that's the same. I feel like, all right. You know what? Let's get into the topics. Let's get into the topics because I do want to address that, but I kind of want to go in this little bit of order that we got, especially since we retarded again. Can platonic or do actual platonic relationships work between men and women? My answer was yes. But I don't think it's okay if they're so yes, platonic relationships can work between men and women. I have several women friends that I'm platonic with, and we're best friends. I basically look at them like family. Even the one or two that aren't talking to me right now, who I still love. But those like my sisters, those like my cousins. Like I don't see it any other way. Um, so I do believe platonic relationships. Because listen, if I can have a platonic relationship with a woman, it's possible for anybody. Yeah,
I
I'm just.
can't. I just
So with that being said, though, I don't think a platonic relationship could happen if there was intense passion prior. And I don't even mean it had to be sexual. It could just been passion. It's hard to remain just friends when there was some passion involved. Cause the moment y'all get alone, or the moment somebody's energy is high, or you know what I mean?
so,
Nah. Um.
yeah.
So yeah, how do you feel about that? Because I think that platonic relationships can exist between men and women.
I have hope. I have hope, but
Hope is crazy.
I have hope. I want to, on a logical level, believe this is true. It should be true,
Oh, that's so funny.
but the way guys be acting out here,
It's only the men? Don't do that. Women play the friend zone too on purpose. I got stories. I know a lot of women who's plotting on me. Oh, now come. I'm about to cook for the kids, so just get a plate real quick. Yeah. 2 weeks later, it's like, now let me cook for you. I'm telling you, it never fails, bro. I've seen it.
valid.
I've seen it.
But I feel like women are more willing to be in a platonic relationship with men
I agree.
than men are with women, and I think it has to do with how men view women and see value in women.
Mm. Not just that. Women often manipulate those situations because often they'll take a man who they know likes them and friend zone them when they shouldn't, right? So what they'll do is
Hold on a
they'll say,
second.
I'm friend zoning you, even though I know you like me because it feels good to be around somebody who likes me like this. But I don't like you the same way, so we're just friends. That happens a lot. Mm-hmm.
So I don't like the whole like myth that like the friend zone is like purgatory. I don't like that
You're different.
parallel. Like I have to be friends with somebody. So a friendship has to be developed, and I'm more likely to like somebody who I know well enough to be friends with. That's just me. But the whole you friend zone someone, like they don't have the free will to leave out of a relationship or your life if they don't want. You don't have to stay friends with somebody that you're attracted to who's not attracted to you. Men, you do not have to stay friends with someone who doesn't want the same thing as you. Stop blaming the friend zone or making it this imaginary thing when it's just friendship. That's what it is. Like that shit is annoying.
You know what the friend zone is equivalent to? The
No,
friend zone for a man is equivalent to the same woman that said, "Oh, he'll change." It's the same thing.
it's but oh he'll change sounds like you're fucking him.
Probably, and the man is like,
That's not
"She'll
the
change."
friend zone. Then.
She'll change. I didn't say it was. I didn't say it was the same. I said it's equivalent to. The equation comes
Okay, I see the
from
mentality.
a man saying she'll
Oh, I'm gonna
change.
wait for my
She'll come,
opportunity.
she'll come around, right? But here's my thing: if I have a friend and I'm cool with her, but I want to fuck, I keep it real with her. I tell her, listen, I'm never going to press you. I'm never going to be thirsty for sex. That's just not how I give it up. But don't slip up. I am not the friend to be around that's going to say, oh, nah, we're just friends. It's cool. I'm going to fuck the shit out of you. You
Yeah.
might regret it the next day. You might regret it because you've never done it yet. You might regret it because it's like, damn, I knew I was in love with this nigga the whole time. You might regret it because it's like, I can't be friends with a nigga who dogged me like this. This is crazy. But I'm going to do it. So if you get caught slipping, I got a catcher's mitt the size of my living room, and you're gonna be right in that motherfucker. You know what I mean? So I
Yo,
try to keep as one possible with women that I'm like, yo, listen, if you friend zone me, I'm not gonna press it because I'm still playing. I'm still I mean. But if you slip up and woo, right on this dick, because I don't know what to tell you, my nigga. You knew what you was getting into. You knew what kind of friend I was. Don't play them games with me.
oh,
All this time, and I'm a little drunk. I bet you are.
oh,
That's when
that's
I'm with it.
crazy.
If you never press it, I'll never press it. The moment you press it, I'm taking it a mile. Oh yeah,
That's
they both pierced.
crazy.
No, I don't believe you. Let me see. Yeah, that's gonna be me. Don't play them games with me. Just keep it neutral all the time, and I'm good.
I hate it here, girl. I want to be like, y'all see what I'm working with. Y'all see,
I don't understand why y'all act like
this is impossible.
y'all always say that y'all want a guy who's gonna tell you the truth, and when a nigga tell you the truth, y'all like, I hate it here. Y'all hate it everywhere. Y'all hate it when they lie. Y'all hate it when they tell the truth. Like y'all just hate. What the fuck's wrong? Anyway,
What is wrong with you, son?
I got some rest last night. I'm not tired. I'm not yawning and shit. We good. We lit.
I see. I see.
Yeah, damn.
As a parent.
So yo,
Oh, God.
yeah,
I mean, I think your approach is thorough. I think
thorough.
telling somebody that is you covering your bases. I get it. Men don't do that enough.
No, not
And
enough.
I don't think the friend zone is a graveyard. I don't think,
You don't.
huh?
You don't. You're different. I keep telling you that. You don't think like how the average woman thinks.
Yeah, because my friend, my bestie, her friend zone is a graveyard. You now the sis. Like
Ooh, down
you
south?
one of the girls.
Down south? That's what you talking
Huh?
about?
Oh no, Philly. Yeah.
Down south. Down south
Your
boo.
country friend.
Country boo. She hate that shit. You know,
Make her mad. You like
I was
she
gonna say
not
something
watching
real.
this shit.
When you told me you was on the phone, I was like, yo, tell country bad, say what up.
I'm gonna tell her when I call her back too. I'm gonna tell her.
That's so funny.
Oh look, I can send it to her. I'm gonna send it to her so you can say hi if she comes.
So, all right. So I'm going to post something really good. Everybody who's watching right now, we got people watching on YouTube, we got people watching on Instagram. Let me check Facebook. Facebook always kick me out. I think we got some people watching on Facebook. Not really. My Facebook be dead. I gotta start. I gotta switch that up. So anyway, the question is this, right? The topic was why be friends with your ex. So here's a true or false question that I heard back in the day, and they said some people say if you can be friends with your ex, then you were never in love in the first place. True or false? Is that something? If
Fuck.
you if you can be friends with your ex, then you were never in love in the first place.
No, I
Wait, what
don't think that's true.
y'all think? What y'all thinking? Who's watching? Put it something in the comments. True or false? Mocha said false.
Yep. Pumpkin said false.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's more of y'all in here. Come on.
Gonna pretend somebody driving.
Oh, okay.
So Pete, I think it's false. I understand where it comes from though.
I can see where it comes from as well.
Mm-hmm. So I have this saying, right? When I was more toxic.
Mm.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I still believe this a little bit, but I don't want to go too deep in why I feel the way I do. So I always say, I want my exes to do great. I want them to have a great life. just not better than me. Right? I used to say that all the time.
I feel like you still feel that way, but go on.
I told you it's way more nuanced and complicated. And there's a reason why I don't feel that way, like just as a blanket statement anymore. You know what I mean? I'm on the highway, I'm in the same direction, but I'm not on the highway. We switch roads. Same
Okay.
direction. So Pete, and everybody said false. The reason why I feel like that has some sense of truth is because, like I told you, when that girl told me that she liked somebody, she was dating them, because I was like, yo, I'm trying to see you. Like, fuck whatever's going on in your life. Like, I need you back. Right? And
Oh,
she was like, I'm seeing this guy. And I was like, I don't give a fuck about that nigga. Do you know I had dreams about that bitch being with somebody else? It burned me to the core because I never fell out of love with her. We just broke up. We just stopped dating. It was over. So I was never not in love with her anymore.
oof. Oh my God. Oh my God.
So I'm like still in love with you, and you're telling me like you're loving somebody else. I don't want to be friends with you. On the strength that I know you're loving somebody else the same way you were loving me, it takes a certain level of maturity for you to love somebody and be happy that they're happy with someone else, because you know you can't provide them with what it is that they need in order for them to be the best version of themselves. So I get that. There's a level of something there where I feel like when you're really in love with someone, when I feel like you're really in love with someone, I feel like it's hard to let go of the love that you know that they can give, that you felt.
It's because it's grieving.
Exactly. Now,
Yeah, it's like they died, but they
here's
didn't.
the thing though about me personally. If I break up with you, I don't give a fuck. You can sleep with my brother. That shit, I'll be mad at my brother, not you. I'm over. I'm like, damn, nigga, like you know the rules. You know what I mean? Outside of that, I don't give a fuck. But if my love for you never like went away, or we break up and I'm still in love with you, I can't. I don't. I'm soft in that way, right? The hard shell that you guys see. I mean, it's
That's
to
not soft.
no. No, I'm gonna say this. There's a hard shell that I have, but I'm soft in a way where if I was vulnerable and intimate with you in a specific way, the next time I see you, I might fall into that feeling, and to know that I don't have access to that. Moreover, that somebody else has it, and the way my ego is, that nigga not better than me. Fuck you talking about?
Hmm.
I could be dead wrong, but that's not how my ego is going, right? And
Yeah.
then that moment is like, I don't want to. No, you out here laughing. So that's now. This is what I mean by I want to see you happy, but not better than me. Is because and I heard this from one of my ex's best friends. She was like, she was mad that you was able to move on as fast as you did. It made her feel like you never loved her. But clearly I did. But I was over her. I was done. Now those people might be over me in
But
a way that's not over them. How
and
am I to
sometimes you be over them while you still in a relationship with them. Like, so
me?
sometimes some people don't need as much of a grieving period because they've been over this shit. Women are notorious for that. They
Mm.
stayed way past their welcome and they low key ain't liked you for like 6 months.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? So I think there's a perspective thing. There was also the fact that you said back when you were more toxic, and also obviously when you're young. And I recently had a conversation with somebody where it was just like, I'm never probably going to be in love again like I was when I was young. And it's a couple of reasons.
Why?
One is I didn't have boundaries.
Uh,
Two, I'm a lot more balanced as an individual because I've experienced those extremes. I've experienced being absolutely fucking obsessed with someone and been on the other extremes of I could really stab this dude or I'll stab myself. Like somebody's gonna go, right? I've been on those extremes. I don't want nothing to do with the extremes. And I feel like when you're young and you don't have nothing to give, but your love, you are more likely to go to those extremes, like all the way in love. Da, da, da. But as you gain experience, whether that be actual experiences, baggage, children, knowledge of self, you're less likely to risk those things. And so you're going to look for a more steady middle ground, balanced. And so I'm like, the person was like, basically like, I would like to see you like that. And I was like, no, you wouldn't, because you can't have one extreme and not have the other extreme.
The sex is good though.
Yes. Yeah.
That'd be the thing. Sex is
Crazy
amazing.
sex is something else. That's
Sex, bad sex. Any nigga who tell you
but
otherwise, goddamn lie.
as far as like, just because you can be friends with somebody after you, that doesn't mean that you never loved them. Love changes. It grows, it shrinks, it wanes. And I think it depends on, like I said, what happened is important. Context is important in deciding whether or not you can remain friends with somebody. Because like you said, the harm done might outweigh the positives being around that person. And also your own abilities to forgive. I was much faster to forgive back in the day, but also lack of boundaries. So I've now gained the stance that just because I can doesn't mean I should. And some of these niggas don't deserve to be forgiven.
Nah, that's a fact. That is a fact. All right, so I wrote, "Why be friends with your ex?" I said some people could be friends with their ex. I asked a question, right? I said I think it's possible. However, I can't be besties with my ex if we were in love. I have an ego, and I cannot assume that she doesn't. Um, I want to see her happy, but like I said, I don't want to see her happy with somebody else. That don't sit well
Yeah,
with me.
I want, like I said, it's like grieving. You're dead,
Yeah,
I don't want access anymore.
right, right. So now the next one is, if everybody says that they feel like almost in unison that people could be friends with their ex. So how do you become friends with your ex while maintaining your current relationship? What does that look like? Because I feel like you have to, there's steps to that. So how do you manage that?
I mean, my ex, my current, well, I don't have a current relationship, but when I was with someone and like, uh, you know, working with my ex-husband, co-parenting and such whatnot, it was mostly like a communication thing. One, I ain't give nobody no reason to fucking be a ways. We knew each other. So another thing is that we took time. So he knew what me and my ex-husband's relationship was like before I even started dating him. So that was that. A lot of people aren't going to be mature enough to be where I went with, like, my ex-husband and my ex-boyfriend. They kind of like cut me out of the, like, I was not the between man for like kid pickups and stuff like that. Like, but we were both mature and knew that, listen, the relationship is over. We wanted both each other to be happy, and I don't get in his way, he don't get my way. Like, but not everyone has that understanding.
I said, I think it depends on how you broke up. I feel like if you break up with somebody, like, I'll give an example. If the reason why you broke up is because that nigga went upside your head, I'm gonna look right at you like, you can't be friends with him. You can't be my girl and be friends with him. I'm
No,
sorry.
okay.
That was one time. Nah, I'm over it.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Nope.
I feel like you can't.
That shit's a dub.
If you cheated on him, I'm talking about from my perspective. If you cheated on him and y'all still cool, I might feel like it depends on how long ago y'all broke up. I might feel like there's something there, because a lot of those times, you break up, somebody cheats or whatever. It kind of the relationship didn't spoil you. It just got severed. Sometimes your feelings may at moments supersede that severance. You know what I mean? Then like wilt away. You still love this person. You just standing on your principle. Also, I wrote, you can't have had a baby 6 months ago and then y'all just broke up. Nah.
No, absolutely fucking not. No.
I'm not dealing with that.
Nope.
I fuck with you, but you can't be
I
my
don't
girl.
even like dealing with people who have small children, period.
That depends. So I remember I watched one of those balloon pop joints,
Yeah,
and
no.
the girl said, she was like, you got any kids or whatever, blah blah blah, and she was talking about her kid was like 2, and her and the dad broke up like 6 months ago. Now I'm not saying
Oh,
six
I
months
saw that one.
and break up, but when I seen that, I was like, that would have been maybe not a yellow flag, but it'd been orange. It was getting the yellow. We was getting there. We was getting there yellow. Like, yeah, I gotta put my ears up with that. I gotta
Yeah,
put my ears up with that. Also,
more
I
questions need to be asked.
I dated this girl once. I wish I remember her name. She was bad as shit too. Oh my god, like she was gorgeous. But she still had the key to her boyfriend's apartment, her ex-boyfriend. And he was in a whole relationship. And I just thought that was fucking weird. I couldn't get over it. I'm just like, I get if y'all still cool, but you still got the key to his crib and you stayed there one time and he came in with his girlfriend and that was the end of the story. That's not how the porno started. Like, what the fuck? What are we doing here? Nah, it was too weird for me. That was way too weird for me. And so I think things like that matter. I also wrote, but if it's been a while since they broke up, I don't care, but I do need to see how she sets her boundaries. I,
Next.
I'm not gonna set any boundaries for her. I'm not gonna tell her what I want. I'm not gonna tell her what makes me insecure or whatever. I'm gonna see what you do. I've literally been in a situation where I had an ex who was too chummy with her exes, and that wound up being the reason why we broke up, because she fucked a nigga. So it's like,
That's pretty chummy.
yeah, that's real chummy. I mean, it wasn't even the exes that she was chummy with, but I felt, in retrospect, it's like, oh, that was coming eventually. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like, I need to see what boundaries she has set, because if she doesn't set boundaries, I don't know where I am in my life right now. This is one of the few times where I'm kind of confused of where I'm at. And I'm confused because I'm looking at it like, all right, would I let her set the boundaries? But how if I really was in love with her and she just had to learn to set these boundaries, and I got to teach her like, nah, bitch, you're not doing that. Like, how much communication energy do I spend in communicating what I don't want? Because I got me stuttering. I will not. There's no baseball. There's one striking you out. Like, if I say don't do that, it's because I've seen it for a while. I don't like it. Now I'm telling you not to do it. This is not a suggestion. This is like this is now a line in the sand. You cross
Okay.
it, you'll get a Dear John letter. Shit, I don't know. Young kids know who Dear John was. Dear John,
I can't.
by the time you read this letter, I'll be gone. That's a foul way to start a TV show, my nigga.
Yeah.
I'm about to I'm about to Google that so I can watch the intro. That's just sad. It's left nigga. Anyway, yeah, what you think?
Yeah, definitely boundaries. And it's I feel like this wouldn't be the only place where you see the boundaries. You know what I mean? Like I think you should have boundaries with your regular friends. So definitely with your exes. Um I don't think I have any regular exes. I'm trying to think, do I have any regular exes who I am friends with? And I don't think I do because they mishandled me.
I
So
don't
if
like that.
any of y'all are watching this,
Like that word. Nobody mishandles anybody. They did something you didn't like. Nobody's supposed to handle. You don't have a handler. But go ahead. I hate that shit. I feel like that takes away from your agency. Oh, he mishandled me. He fumbled me. No, he fucked up. He did some dumb shit. You didn't like it. You moved on. He didn't mishandle you. You're a grown ass woman with agency.
I don't think saying mishandled means
When you
whatever.
have a
Anyway,
when you have a
oh,
handler,
what's that?
when you have a handler, what does that mean?
You can mishandle something without having a handle. You can mishandle at anything.
Give two examples. What can you mishandle?
You can mishandle your gifts from God. You can mishandle anything, literally anything. You can just not do what you were supposed to do with it, anyways.
All right.
Or maybe they did exactly what they were supposed to do with it. But if you basically did me wrong in a disrespectful way, then I don't want to be friends. If you're watching this, I don't want to be friends. Leave me alone. So I know y'all are out there.
Tupac.
Leave me alone.
Tupac. Oh, you forgot that code word?
Huh? Oh no, I saw.
Oh, I didn't see it. I'm just saying.
No.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, leave me alone, Tupac.
Bruh.
Yes, I love to argue semantics.
I know.
In the semantic is where the nuance lives, and where the nuance lives is usually where the truth is. So
I mean, it's fine because if I gave you my heart and you didn't do what you were supposed to do, or you mishandled it, and I took that shit back, that's fine.
you know what's funny? I don't want to really get into this because this is going to be an OD sidestep, and I don't want to digress too much. I want to hit this next point, but I don't want to give anybody my heart anymore. I want them to see it and plant it, and grow it, tend to it, allow it to become the apple tree from the one seed. But you can't have it because I feel like in my spiritual growth, although these last 3 or 4 months I have been a little stunted, but in my spiritual growth, I don't want to feel like I give myself to anyone if it isn't God per se, right?
Yeah.
So instead of giving you my heart, is like, here's this thing that can grow into this beautiful thing if you sow it the right way, if you tend to it the right way, water it the right way, love on it the right way, speak to it the right way, trim it the right way, maintain it. You can't have it because then that's you can own it. Like, we have this myth in um, Western culture that we can own land. But like this Indian said, well, can you buy the earth? So they're like, no, you can't buy the earth. All right, then how can you own land? And I feel like I don't want anybody to. I'm not going to give it to them, but tend to it. I'm going to allow you to let this grow. I don't know. Mocha thinks that I'm
I don't think what you're saying is crazy.
Mocha. She said, "Oh,
Yeah, I
that's too."
think Micah said you don't trust anyone just yet, but that's okay. In due time.
No, I don't trust nobody. Cause Mocha, where's my pizza, yo? Where's my pizza? So, or did you want to add to that, or we want to go to the next one?
I think because it'd be taking a long time to take yourself back. I'm not. I don't think I have the same trust issues that Devon has, but that.
Wow, words in my mouth. That's crazy. Pause. That's crazy.
I don't think that's the case. I think I'm just smarter now. And I think it's more like I'm more okay. How you say it? I'm not as attached to the outcome as I used to be, so I can let go of things easier. And I understand that some things were only supposed to be an experience. And I'm okay with some people just being an experience. You aren't here for life.
Reason, season, lifetime.
Yes.
All right. So, now here's the question: what if your significant other, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, is best friends or has their ex as a friend? How would you deal with that?
You said my significant other has an ex that's a friend?
Yep. How do you deal with that?
I want to meet him.
Why?
Because I meet all your friends. Duh. We can all be cool.
I don't always bring my girlfriends around all my friends. I bring them around a very select group of friends.
Why not? And see, this is the problem.
No, I have my reasons. I might listen. I'm talking about men and women. This is not like a sex thing, a gender thing. This is like
I don't care.
Nah. I feel like nah. All right. So all right. If my close friends, I feel like there's different people that I'm friends with, but we're more like cool than we are friends. Probably not. Probably not. I feel like I would think a girl should bring her man around all her friends. Every last one of them? Nah. And I learned in my last relationship, women are trife. Women are jealous. Women are like, oh, he looks better than my nigga. This is weird. Like, how does she get a nigga? I'm look better than her. How she get a nigga that's better than mine? Like, niggas do the same shit. Oh, how come he always get a girl with a fat ass? Fuck this nigga be doing. He a dirtbag. Like, yeah. A lot of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, niggas hold that like animus to you. It'd be niggas that you think is your friend, and you don't always know who it is right away. So I'd rather be people who like I remember one time it was like a 3-point contest, and my cousin like beat me, and he like spazzed. It was like, yeah, I did it in front of your girl, nigga. I was like, what? Why were you holding in this in for so long? Like, what the fuck, bro? And I feel like it's a thing, and I'm just like, I'd rather be people who I know is gonna be neutral or happy for me. If not, I ain't really with it. I'm good.
What does that have to do with me meeting her, though? You don't think she'd be happy for you?
No, whoa. I mean, if she's on that level of friendship, like from my side, like if I was your boyfriend, you was having it, like yeah, like if we was on that level of friendship, yeah, nigga, like she's gonna be at this event. I'll tell you, my ex is gonna be there. I use her name, but I wouldn't say my ex. I'd be Chandra or Shonda gonna be there. All right, cool. That'd be the end of that. But typically, I am really cool with women that already got boyfriends. I don't want no mysteries, my nigga. You know what I mean? Because at the same time, when I'm cool with a girl, if we friends, I also want to meet your boyfriend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I want him to know, like, nah, she like my sister, my nigga. Like, I'm a protector from you too. Don't get it twisted. But if she with me, nigga, she in good hands. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with her. You know what I'm saying? Including myself. In addition to that, I feel like niggas usually get like intimidated initially because they think I'm a square, and then when they talk to me and they see my swag, they're like, oh shit, nah, damn. I know why he get bitches. Like, so they feel some type of way. But then once I bring them into the fray, like, yo, come on, you with us now. You cool, you family too. Everything changed. Like they get wild comfortable and then just like, oh nah, I know why y'all friends now. Cause you know what I mean? Like they can see it. And I'm always cool with my friends' boyfriends all the time. Well, except for one. And it wasn't I wasn't cool with him. We was cool. If I'm not mistaken, we friends on Facebook. But he's just a bum. He's just a bum ass nigga. So I was just, you know what I mean? In general, I'm not friends with bum ass niggas. So if you're a bum ass nigga and you one of my best friends' boyfriend, like I'm not here to play judge or matchmaker, my nigga, but I have judgments.
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 have thoughts on this.
I got some notes. Um, what I wrote is if I made her my girlfriend, then I trust her. But um, as I wrote before, I need to see her boundaries. I don't care if I don't care if her baby daddy and her like this. Like, what boundaries are setting? What are you doing? What's going on? I need to see how you live in this life, because
Yeah.
otherwise, the holes in your boundary that leads to insecurity, and I got to nip that in the butt before we even get to that point. Because yeah, sometimes you get familiar with people, sometimes you get comfortable. Yo, one time I was dating this girl, and I was with one of my best friends, and I like took my shirt off before I got into the shower, and I was like talking to both of them at the same time, and I was like, all right, let me jump in the shower real quick. Boom, got in the shower, came out. Like I wasn't fully dressed, but I had like shorts and like a tank top or something like that. I didn't think nothing of it until that night. So me and Shorty in the crib, we talking, we jonesing, doing what lovers do. And she was like, "Yo, so you used to fuck her?" And I was like it was threw me for a loop. I was like, "What the fuck? What? Like what are you talking about?" And she was like, Did you used to mess with her back in the day?" I was like, "Nah. Why would you think that?" And she said, "Cause the way you just took off your shirt, like she was comfortable with you, seeing you half naked."
Half naked.
And I was like, "Well, I mean, she has seen me at a pool, like, you know what I mean?" And I was like, all I had on was swim trunks. I ain't had no drawers underneath, so like, I don't know. Maybe
That's
she.
weird for a
I
guy
don't.
to consider. Guys are allowed to walk around half naked all the
All
time.
right. So I was like, now I said to her, I
And
said,
men nipples don't look like nothing. So
facts, mad fastidious. And I was like, yo, hold on, wait. But now if she took off her shirt, I would understand why you say that. But nah, that ain't. This ain't that.
yeah.
So you know what I mean? But I feel like you can feel comfortable to a point where somebody else feels uncomfortable. And because that's your friend, you don't look at it no type of way. Like I've had my friends show me their nipple rings. Oh, look at my nipples. Ah. I'm like, oh, that's nice.
Look at my nipples.
Are we still going outside? I'm trying to fuck your friend. Like, what are we doing? Like, why are we still here? Your nipples are
Oh my
that
god.
look too long. I want to look too long. It might be infected. Come on, let's go. Get the alcohol. Like, you know what I mean? It don't mean nothing to me. But I don't want her to do that in front of her boyfriend, my nigga. Like, ah. But if she did, I would have been like, it's nipples, my nigga. I've seen it
I
1,000
mean, like
in my lifetime.
all my friends see my modeling pictures.
Right.
And like I did a topless shoot with like someone who I consider my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that. Like that was professional stuff. So everyone seen me in underwear, everyone seen me in bathing suit, lingerie.
Oh, so yeah, I was saying I used the example that I had been in a situation where I felt like my ex didn't have boundaries, and I actually never been in that situation before because I'd never. That's a lie. I feel like I was with her with the girlfriend I had before her, and I just felt like she was cheating. So I was like, I'm gonna get my dick sucked. Fuck it. Um, but I didn't feel like I had to tell her to set boundaries. I felt like she did it on her own, and I feel like in this relationship because she was like, you know what I noticed too. I date either like really like submissive, like almost meek women, or women who are like can't tell me what to do, nigga. Like it's really usually one or the other. I've had a hard time finding that middle. Um, and I realized that the women who are like they kind of just live their life, and niggas just kind of follow them. Those are the ones that I'm like, nah, you wildin'. Well, you gotta chill out, and I gotta rein them back in. Like this ain't that. This ain't that. Don't get this shit twisted. Like I kill dogs too, nigga. Everybody go in the whole house. Like how crazy you want this to get? You know what I'm saying? Like the birds, everybody go, nigga. Everybody going. The mailman, oh, he seen him now. The mailman got to go too. He seen it. He ain't tell me.
Yeah, can't. I've been on the opposite side of that, where the guy would say that people were his friends, and he was lying.
Wait, say that again. He did what?
I said I've been on the opposite end, where a guy used, "Oh, these are my friends," and that wasn't true. Where, like I said, I want to meet your friends, and he was like, "Oh, it's like no, I'm like, I try to keep certain people separate, and they're not close to me. They're just acquaintances."
So I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something very unpopular. Shout out to those women for being good side chicks.
They weren't good side chicks. I didn't have access to them. How do you know if they were going to be good side chicks?
Oh, okay. I thought you wanted to meet him. He would just use that as an excuse.
No, I wanted to meet them, but he wouldn't let me. He kept saying it was because they're just acquaintances and da da da. And I'm a very private person, and no, you're a liar. That's what you are.
Yeah, I'm private because I don't want my relationship on the internet. Like not coming around my friends and loved ones. That's different from privacy. That's hiding.
Yes,
Which I'm also okay with, depending on how your family is. Because I've been around some families where I was like, "Oh, this is why you don't want me around them." I get it. You don't have to come back. you
that's
you
different.
you've proved your point. But yeah,
That's a decision you made and you co-signed. Like, and some people don't really fuck with their significant other friends, and so sometimes that's understandable. I've heard
yeah.
of that they don't like them.
It's funny because of my last relationship. Like aside from my last relationship, her best friend hated me so much so she did some fuck shit. I ain't even gonna get into that specifically, but she hated me, and I was like, she was just jealous. I was taking her friend away, but it fucked up their relationship, and I felt bad for it for a while. But I'm just like, at some point, yeah, she's a bad friend. Fuck that. But anyway, but aside from her or the rest of her friends, loved me. Matter of fact, I ran into one of them last summer, I think it was, or maybe the summer before last, and she was like, "Oh my God, Devon!" Like they still treat me like we ain't break up when they see me. You know what I
Oh,
mean? My last two exes, I still fuck with all their friends. So I mean, I kind of distance myself a little bit from social media, but if I run into them or we speak, it's like we still friends this whole time.
yeah.
So you know what I mean? But yeah, but no, the boundary thing was hard, and I feel like the boundaries has to be set by the other person when it comes to being friends with their ex. So now, question, we got two more. This is one of the two. How does being friends with your ex benefit you? And my response was, yeah. How does it? I'd like to know. Cause I'm just trying to figure this shit the fuck out.
Oh, you mean that's an expert? That's a question you asked me, or that's a question for your significant other?
We asking this to the public, including you. You the public right now. So yeah. How does being with your being friends with your ex benefit you? And I'm not talking about you specifically when it comes to your ex husband. Cause I
Mm-hmm.
understand I understand it's just not your friendship is more substantive, I think is the word I'm looking for, because of how you guys parent with your child. I
Yeah.
think that's the word I'm looking for. So although a lot of your friendship revolves around her, it there are parts of it that's separate from her. That's just you guys' relationship. So because of, I guess, you guys' personality, it makes your relationship more well rounded. Um, but so like you can't just blame it on the kid. Like, oh, it's the kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because we were actual friends. I get that. Like, if we could talk if we had about stuff not kid related if we had to.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I mean, it depends. It depends on the relationship. Like I said, um, And you're asking what I get from being friends with an ex?
Yes.
Well, like I said, depending on the relationship, some people just dope people like sometimes like you can just decide to remain friends because that was the better option. Like you were a dope person, but sometimes you could come to agreement that we were never supposed to do this.
I don't know. I don't know if that works for boyfriend and girlfriend, or maybe I
Why?
just. I don't know. I don't feel like I'm not under the impression that you can feel like, oh, we just better as friends, and you guys were actually in love with each other and were together for years. Like I feel like that's something you realize while dating. And
Well,
this ain't
that's you
that
don't
cool.
have to have all of that to qualify as an ex. Some people
Oh,
don't give a fuck if you ever got there,
okay.
and some people are just infatuated with each other.
That's the thing.
That is a whole thing. You could get into a whole relationship with somebody who you're just really attracted to, or wanted to be around, or something like that. You decide I was going because y'all opposite sex that we're going to pursue a relationship when you should have just been friends.
Right. Or something less than a relationship.
Or something less than a relationship. Sometimes some people are good for professional connects. Well, I guess on a deeper level, and you might have an intimacy with someone, and that's not like physical intimacy, but someone who has a high knowledge of you might be somebody you could trust for counsel. Like, am
So you
I
want to
bugging? And they be like, "Yo, you tripping because I know you." Like,
that that's that's literally my reason here. The reason why I still speak to my ex is because she still knows me best. So I ask her for advice. I do. She is one of my counselors. When I had the issue with that job a couple of years ago, well, who did I call? She was probably the second person that I called. Like I probably called somebody else to vent first, and then I called her. And the reason why I called her is because I know, me and her haven't been together in 7 years, over 7 years. We've been broken up longer than we were together, and we got together a little over 10 years ago. Oh, fucking a decade! I can't believe that. And I'm going to tell you the truth. To this day, nobody knows me like she does, and that's probably because as an adult, I probably haven't been as vulnerable with anybody, like vulnerable, candid, intimate with somebody like I was with her.
hmm and now you have 10 years on top of it.
Right. So when I called her, like literally verbatim, what you said, yo, am I bugging? I remember telling her, I don't back down from a fight. You didn't have to calm me down from trying to fight two big ass security guards. You know how I give it up in arguments. I'm with the shits all the time. Am I just with the shits right now? Or am I defending myself like an employee should? This is a overall work thing. And she was like, you're defending yourself the right way, but because you want the fight, no, she said, but because you actually enjoy the fight, because you like to win at things, you're
Mhm.
embracing it more than you should. And you got to take a step back. You don't want to win this. You just want to be understood and heard. Because if you win, you're gonna ostracize yourself. But if you're just understood and heard, then you're gonna have people on your side because they're gonna agree with you. You don't want to be right. You want to have people agree with you. And I couldn't see that at the time. All I could see is fuck this nigga. Who the fuck you think you talking to? I will quit the job. I make more money. You know what I mean? And it was like
And figuring that situation, that was actually really good advice.
it was really good advice.
Yeah.
No one else could have given me that same advice at that time because she has her own like professionalism that I respect, but she also knows me in a way that other people don't. So it's one thing to know that I'll give it up, like oh, great, well, pause. It's one thing way that I'm gonna crash out or whatever. A lot of people know that about me, but people don't know that I have the nuance to not crash out if I understand properly. Sometimes I crash out on people because I don't fully understand the situation, and it's almost like a trauma response. I don't have to understand it. I don't have time to understand the situation. I only have time to defend myself. She knows that about me. People don't know the nuance of my personality. They see the major blotches. Not that that's my fault. I don't show that. But shit, until I get somebody who I can get in the room and be like, here's the full totality of me, I gotta go to what I know. And if I'm with somebody, and listen, it's been a decade I've known her. We were together for 4 years out of that decade. There's no one I'm going to be with in the next 5 years are going to know me better than her.
Yeah.
Even if I'm in love with somebody right now, we're together for the next until 2029. She's going to know me a little bit better than she does.
Yeah. That makes perfect sense. Like, the trust is already there.
That part.
Are there any other good reasons to remain friends with an ex? What do exes bring to your situation? Mocha said good conversation, professional and social connections. It could be anything. It really could be anything. It really could be. Shit, some exes is providing finances.
You said what?
So some exes are providing finances.
Oh, I've heard them stories, boy.
No, I literally mean like child support and alimony. Like,
oh, then we not friends. If I'm paying child support and alimony, we not cool.
you know, not everyone's angry about that, right?
I don't care about everybody else. I'm talking about me.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Very well.
About it. Them punk ass motherfuckers I talk about. I'll put myself on child support. You fool. Hell no. I do not want the man in the middle of me, like in the middle of something. Like I can't honor my agreement and she can't honor hers. Then somebody's a fucked up person on there. Fuck that. I'm gonna honor my agreement every time. If we said, yo, listen, I need this for this, I'm gonna do it. I don't need the court involved in my shit. Now I can't do nothing. Yo, I remember I used to get bonuses for my. I'm about to go crazy on this shit.
Alimony is not always just a court thing. Sometimes it's a religious thing too. Like, you don't have to have the courts to establish that. Some men just take care of their ex-wives. You do understand this, right?
Why we broke up? If
Maybe he wanted a different wife. I don't know.
Right, then you gotta go, bitch. There's some reason why I don't want you no more. I don't want to pay for your life.
I'm not talking about you. I'm just telling you. Not everyone needs the court to step up. Like,
don't say step up. I think there's some suck ass niggas. Unless he was wrong and he's like, yeah, I wilded out.
Sometimes it's required. If you got a woman pregnant, she sacrificed her body and her life to raise your fucking children, and then you dump her and go about your business.
That's your fault. But if she did the stupid shit, she crashed out and wanted to stab me, I'm not giving you alimony, bitch. Figure it out.
Well, I'm not talking about the different circumstances, sir.
I bet you aren't.
If she crashed out and tried to stab you, you're gonna keep, like, she should be in jail. Like, I don't understand.
Right,
you can't
exactly.
give alimony to her in jail. Like, why are you going to crazy damn scenarios? What if he fucking cheated? Duh.
That's gonna be. He should be paying. Like, what the fuck? You fucked up. You the reason why they broke up. Pay.
Thank you, Devon. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
I say no. I said if it was the other way around, like kick rocks, bitch, with open toe shoes. You gotta figure this out. That's gonna be a good clip. That's gonna be such a good clip.
I cannot, the way you get triggered off this shit is crazy.
Who, me?
Yes.
I do what I do because I'm doing it for TV, baby. You feel me? Yeah,
that's cap bullshit.
No, that other one, when I was spazzing a little bit, yeah. Now I kept it 100. That's why I cut it short. But this last year, I don't give a fuck about that. Whatever people gonna do is whatever people gonna do. You know how I feel about child support, though. The system is some bullshit. But the system is bullshit because there's fucked up niggas out there who won't take care of their kids. It's like how you see your kid once talking about, I don't owe her no money. Nigga, pay your share. What the fuck is wrong with you? But nigga like me who see their kid half the fucking time, like, why am I paying for my household and yours? The fuck out of here. That shit don't make the motherfucking sense. Hey, make that make sense?
Thank you, Mocha. Thank you.
That first part was real. I ain't gonna hold you on that. But that second part with the whole, oh, it could be part of their religion. So is it worth it to be friends with your ex? Yeah, is it worth it?
Depends on what they're bringing to the situation.
I write a list. You can work on, uh, if you can work on your heartache and still kind of get what you need from that person, then I think it's okay.
I don't think people should jump from a breakup into a friendship, though.
No, I don't believe that either. But
No,
like
I
you
think
said,
that's unhealthy.
may have good connections. That person actually just might be a dope person, just not for you.
They
You know,
legit could be a dope person, and you can legit be like, you know what? Like I said, not everything. Sometimes shit get real petty in relationships, and so not everything is. Every breakup is not all terrible. You know, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's not. Doesn't have to be fucking trauma. Not every breakup has to be trauma. And so if it's not that, and the person is dope, just not right for you, and a lot of people just think that sometimes relationships are just something to do. Not everybody is being intentional. Not everyone's being having discernment. Not everyone. Maybe I just ended up in a relationship. Yeah, gave it a try. It didn't work out. All right, cool. But you still a dope person. We still like the same types of music and movies. Like there's stuff to talk about here. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you try to go out with somebody, you dial that shit back because you're like, it's not really worth it. We're gonna risk a good friendship. Like that person would you have tried a relationship? Yeah, but the friendship was worth more. Like that's the thing too.
I hear you.
So
I hear you. That just made me upset though. I'm thinking about when them girls that broke up with me, and I just got tight. I ain't going. Oh, I just got mad and
oh,
real.
I know which one you're talking about.
I just got mad. Like she called. Anyway, I ain't about to say it now. I'm about to say something personal. But
You looked it too. You in second
yeah,
over right just right now.
yeah. I should made my hands sweat and everything. Like I got mad just now for real. Like oh nah, I don't like this shit at all. Like yo, that was crazy. I just felt that way just now.
All right. So what makes you angry about it?
All right, so I feel like on this journey that I'm on, I don't deal with people who I don't like. I don't really smash women that I don't like. That's a lie. I could probably name like two in the last. But I don't really smash. I don't smash women I don't like. I like them. So if I don't, if in this particular person, like I genuinely, like it was genuine, just shit in the line, and she's not good at communicating. So shit would happen, but we would never talk about it. You know what I'm saying? It would just be a thing. I give her the space to talk. Like let's talk. I know you be holding shit. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. It's like how many I'm good I'm gonna get before I'm like I move on from this, right? And now I feel like there's so much stuff that's happened that we would have probably have done together over the last couple of years that um that I look at it and I say like, damn, I can't do it with this person, right? And that's not I don't have like a substitute. And it just hit me like she probably doing it with this nigga. Like that
Yeah.
made me. Then I said to myself, oh, that's probably why she didn't want me to know she was doing something. I knew she was doing. So she had hit me up for some information, and I asked her like, "Oh, what do you need it for?" But I needed to know why she needed it because I needed to know how to present the information to her. Because if you ask me for something, you know, pertaining to your finances or whatever, and you say it's like for a bank, it's different from a bank or for the after school. They need to know how much money you make. I can give you, you know what I mean? How much
Yeah.
money, how much information I'm willing to get. So I'm like, what is it for? And she's, I don't want to tell you. I already knew what it was after that, but then it just hit me like, that nigga be spending the night. Oh, I just got y'all shit made me mad. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm over it now. But for them 2 minutes, I was tight. I was big mad. I was big.
Katina said nope, fuck them. So a part of what you just said was you didn't have a substitute. And I think that's important. What kind of support system you have around you make a big difference in how you take a breakup. If if you feel like you're missing out on life now because you don't have that person to experience or share it, you don't have nobody to share it with, that's a big deal.
Nah, it is. That's a huge deal.
And so you kind of feel like you're missing out on stuff because they left or whatever. I think that's a different aspect of it. But I have a question, and I want do you think people should be friends with their ex if they have children?
Did they have children together? Yes. Now, I'll say this. I never seen my mom and dad together. My mom is who she is, and my dad is a creep. But they got along just good enough to do things with me.
Okay.
I can relationship, their personalities are too different. Believe it or not, and their birthdays only like 3 weeks apart, which is crazy. But I don't to take me out the way they did to the movie. I'm talking when I was young too. I'm talking about like the first Jurassic Park and shit like that. They took me to see that. That's a story that the three of us can tell all the time because I was so scared shit when that fucking T-Rex came out that motherfucking the barracks or whatever, the paddock, and that nigga started fucking up the trucks. I was like, I'm going to the bathroom, nigga. I came back, the movie was almost over. I did get lost at some point, but I also was bullshitting because I was like, nah, this is way too much for me. Now my kids watch that shit like, but you scared of this bullshit? I'm like, nigga, this shit was real when I was 93. But my parents, it's a story that the three of us, um, it's a story. It's a story that the three of us can share. You know what I mean? They took me to Coney Island. They took me out to eat here and there. They did things
Yeah,
with me when I was a child, and
I think that's important.
yeah. Again, you don't have to be best friends, but you have to have a cordial enough relationship. And it wasn't like my mother had a boyfriend. He had a girlfriend. I seen them like play fight. I seen them joke with each other. I seen them talk shit. I seen them mad at each other. But I seen that, and I didn't see it for a long time. It took me between. My mother didn't come back around until I was like 8 or 9. Yeah, right when I started at Catholic school. So my mother came around like 8 or 9 years old. So this was up until I was about maybe 11 or 12. But in that amount of time, they did mad stuff with me. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like in that context, it is important to have some semblance of a friendship. Like when they went home, I don't know if they were jonesing with each other on the phone, like, what you doing? Oh, your man made you mad? I don't know if that was a conversation they was having, but I do know they had enough of a conversation to say, hey, listen, we're going to take you to do this thing that you wanted to do because we're
Yeah.
your parents. Listen, I hate my kid's mom, and I don't use that word lightly. I mean that genuinely. And let me not say that because I'm above hating someone. I hate the thing that she's done to make me dislike her, right? Because the things that she's done were antithetical to a person wanting to just live as a mature human being. That is what it is, and I have disdain for that. But I still long for us to have a relationship where our daughter can see us three together. And I think it's not fair that we can't be mature enough to do it.
Yeah.
Time we've ever spent, so I'm telling you, and I'm not exaggerating, since my daughter's been almost 4 years old, 2015, yeah, she made 4 in 2015. So since she's been about 4, my daughter has the only time the three of us has been in the room together is when she was in the hospital.
Oh wow.
I'm talking about even at basketball games and stuff. When she used to play basketball, we would sit on different sides of like the bleachers and shit. I would walk past her like she was a stranger to me. She would walk past me and say hi to my cousins or friends that was there that knew her. Like she would walk past me like I didn't exist and be like, "Oh, what up, cousin? What up, this? What up, that?" That's how bad it is.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I don't think that's that. Yeah.
nah, it's unhealthy. It's mad unhealthy.
Yeah.
Mad unhealthy. But my
And it sucks
ego.
for the kid because that's always been my goal.
I've said
Like
hi to
I
her
never wanted
daughter.
my daughter to feel like she was missing out on something because our relationship didn't work out.
Right. Although my daughter's never seen it, so she doesn't know. She doesn't know what she's missing. Like I didn't until I was 8 or 9 years old.
They don't know until they look at their friends. They learn later on.
There's other ways that my daughter sees it that I'm glad. I have relationships with other people that that she sees it. You know what I
Okay.
mean? It's not like missing. It's just not with her mom. Now my oldest daughter is different because she remember me and her mom together, and that played on her outlook on life for a long time as it pertained to her and I.
Yeah.
Because it was like, but you doing this shit, but you're not doing it with my mom, and you used to. That was a problem when she was 7 to 8 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, she's about to be a whole like a real adult. Like, so she don't care now. But even up until there are sometimes, even when she was in her late teens, that she would send me a picture of me and her mom together. You know what I mean? And it's
Yeah.
like in her later years in her teens, because you already know what she was fucking doing. Um, the only time the three of us were together is when we was at a hospital or a police station. You know what I
Oh my
mean?
God. Yeah.
But it wasn't like wholesome. So, but I do believe that you should have some semblance of a friendship. You don't have to know what I'm doing in my life. We don't have to boom, boom, boom. But like my youngest two kids' mom, she sends me pictures and stuff of the kids all the time.
Yeah.
Videos, like we can joke about the kids. We can, you know what I mean? I feel like if
Yeah.
you can't do that shit with your at the bare minimum, do stuff like that. Even
Yeah.
when me beefing, like we hated each other. We wasn't talking nothing. I would still get a picture of my son. She'll still tell me something that he did. And she used to tell me, just because I hate you don't mean I don't want you to experience the things that our son is doing.
Yeah. Who am I to deprive you of that? Honestly,
You feel me? But not
like,
everybody's on
like nigga,
level.
I know you ain't gonna read this email from the school, but I'm gonna send it anyway.
Right. Right. Absolutely. All right. It's time for me to go. That's like the third yawn. It's over. It's after 10 o'clock. My bedtime is a coming.
I can't.
Yo, bro, I be tired, man. You already know. And I didn't even tell you everything happening. I only told you.
You ain't told me shit,
I
so
told you Jersey. I told you what was happening in Jersey.
you
But then you
didn't tell me everything.
you started ordering food.
I'm out of the loop now.
Listen, it's not your fault. I've been
I know it's not my fault. I never said it was my fault. In fact, I'm blaming you directly.
You should, but
As I should. Thank you. I feel justified. I
I'm
was
glad
justified whether you told me that or not, but I'm glad you
that
affirmed
I was about to
that.
say that. You didn't need me to say that for you to believe it.
No,
But
not at all.
at the end of the day, I've been frazzled, bro. Like, OD. And every time I feel like shit is about to be calm, boom, here come another fucking curveball. Like, I ain't even tell you what's been going on, kids, all that shit. You know why? Because when it get 10 o'clock, nigga, power down time. I don't have it. I don't have it no more. The fact that I'm up is because I know I don't have to wake up at fucking.
I didn't think you were really gonna internalize 40 so deeply, my nigga. Like for real.
I've told you
You're
the
turning into an old man.
the warranty, the warranty just like the light just came on. Like as soon as I turned 40, it's like the doctor's like, oh, you got this, you got this. I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't have this shit 2 weeks ago. Now all of a sudden I got this shit. Help me figure this out. I can't figure it out. I don't know what's going on in these streets. These
Watching you
40
turn into an old man right before my eyes is crazy.
tuning in real time, my nigga. That shit is crazy. Man. Now I know the anxiety my grandmother was feeling when she was 90 something. She was like, I don't want to get old like this, my nigga. I'm like, bitch, you already 90. What the fuck you waiting for?
90? What?
Yeah, I
You
know.
look kind of late.
Let me tell you, I used to have conversations with my grandmother when she was in her 90s. So we're talking about like 95, 96, 97. And she used to tell me, it makes me feel sad a little bit, a little emotional. But she used to tell me like I could feel it slipping. I can
Oof.
feel and I don't like it. And because I know it's coming. And I've seen your grandfather, I'm gonna be like him. I don't want to be like him. Oh, you'll be fine. I mean, she's not quite like him, but damn, she ain't all the way here, and she's seen it coming. It's like 4 or 5 years ago, and I'm like, fuck me. Nah, I see some shit coming too. I'm starting to stretch more. You see me, yeah, I got a way better shape. I'm in better shape now than I was at 38, 37. Well, that was after COVID, so does that really count?
Yeah, we all were out of
Yeah,
shape.
everybody was wild after COVID. But like, nah, real shit. Like, yeah, man. I feel like even when I used to do like the live events and stuff like that, like I'm in better shape than I was then. I was a little bit more brolic at the time, but I'm in better shape now.
Mm.
And I attribute it to me turning 40 mentally. So, like I was saying, if I knew I had to wake up in the morning and take that long ass drive and deal with the kid and all that other shit in the morning time, I would be dead tired right now. Like it's over for me. But because I know I don't have to do that tomorrow, I'm like I feel more energized, which is crazy how the subconscious works that way.
Yeah, because you know what you need rest for, and now your body's like, well, you'll have an opportunity for rest.
Right.
We're good for now. It's positivity.
Oh, I'm still going to sleep. Well, I'm getting into bed anyway. And then I just like some of the stuff that I would normally do, I'm gonna do tomorrow. And we see how that work out. Oh, I'm finally gonna get a fucking haircut, cause nigga, I've been fighting for my life, my nigga, with this hair. If I show
Me
you
too.
your hair look good if it's messy. Like my shit look messy. I look like a vagrant. That shit's crazy.
Oh my god, not vagrant.
Look like a vagabond, my nigga.
A vagabond. An
outlier.
outlier.
Yes. Like what part of Harlem he came from? The East Side. That's what I'd be looking like. The East Side of Harlem, near the 4 train. Yo, I can't believe we used to call that shit Zombie Land, right? Or The Walking Dead, the Street of the Walking Dead.
Mm.
And now 3rd Avenue is like that. Shit is the fucking Walking Dead, yo.
It's a lot going on.
Huh?
So there's a lot of that going on.
This shit going downhill, man. Yo, why aren't we buying land somewhere and like just start building these little homes? We don't need a lot. Someplace our kids could be like, we need to be there because this way this shit is happening right now. Oh man, I'm just like, oh
Yeah, this shit is wild, guys.
Man, we niggas about to go to war for real. And you know if shit get crazy, they let all them fucking immigrants in here. You think niggas don't have ties somewhere else? I keep telling you all the time, we go to war with China. There's a lot of Chinese motherfuckers in here that still feel like they Chinese. Dave Chappelle said it best. People in America feel like they from Haiti. I'm from Ghana. I'm from Guyana. I'm Jamaican. I'm Puerto Rican. I'm Cuban. I'm Dominican. He said, motherfucker, in China, they're Chinese. That's it. That makes a big difference. Because there's a lot of people in this country who feel disenchanted. Like, oh, I have a connection somewhere else too. I'm not fucking with y'all like that.
That was the thing we saw just recently with Americans leaving to go join the IDF. Like,
That's a whole nother thing. That's even deeper than that.
it is even deeper than that.
I don't want to get that online. Well, not yet. I definitely
Happy
plan on.
Rosh Hashanah, though.
Is it Yom Kippur?
No. Are you gonna make me look at my phone? I'm pretty sure I already looked at it. Oh yeah, I'm on my phone. When is when's the last time you looked at the school calendar?
No, well, I know Shavuot is in 2 weeks. This is like their New Year.
Yeah, it's Rosh Hashanah.
Rosh Hashanah is their New Year, so when the hell is one Yom Kippur?
I don't know.
It's Yom Kippur.
It's not.
Yom
It's Rosh Hashanah.
Yom Kippur is the 11th and the 12th.
Of this month?
Yeah.
This kid's gonna be at school at all.
Yeah, they're gonna get off those 2 days too.
Dang, I gotta go to training at work those days.
This is Rosh Hashanah these next 2 days, and then the 2 weeks is Yom Kippur.
Yeah, Yom Kippur. It's not even 2 weeks for real. It's 1 week.
It's a week. It's a week from today. Yeah. But they don't take off until the week after that.
Are you sure?
Oh, bruh, I'm telling you, cause no work tomorrow and the day after. Those 2 days that I'm talking about, which is the 18th and the 19th, there's no work, and then that whole week they're off. After that, it's 9 work days that niggas ain't here. Oh yeah, I know.
Okay.
That's the Coot. That's the holiday.
Oh, okay.
The Coot is from October 16th, 2024 to October 23rd, 2024.
Okay.
And they taking off. Like, I respect it. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. This is a good conversation, like I said it was. If you haven't shared this video, please share it. If you have an issue with finding it on Instagram, go to my YouTube, Devon's World. You can find it there. You can find all the episodes there, actually, that we've been doing for the past month or so. And yeah, share the YouTube. We got some things coming down the pipe. It'll be worked on as soon as I get some goddamn rest. We're gonna be good. So,
Oh my God. Get off the camera. Bye. Y'all have a good night. Love y'all.
Tomorrow?
Huh?
Tomorrow?
No.
Oh, all right. So we'll talk tomorrow. I'm going to be out.
We'll see. We'll see.
I'm going to be out on the road. So, like.
So am I.
That's going to
We'll
be another.
see. I'm going to DC, but you'll have me before I get there. So.
What time you leaving?
Probably noonish. I'll be on the train.
Don't get me offline. Get too personal here. Good night, y'all.
Bye.
In stream.